Hello, jewelry lovers. This is Kent Raible, and I'm sharing with you today about a commission I'm working on right now. I was approached about a year ago by a woman who wanted me to do a piece based on the theme of vanishing illusions, and the piece is entitled The Garden of Vanishing Illusions. The main focal point of the piece is a aquamarine crystal that I've had carved by Glenn Lair. It is a naturally faced crystal with a few polished sides and a waterfall carved on the side. Now this is to mimic the water feature in this woman's garden. The design that I've come up with is here on this drawing. If you want to move in closer. So you can see that there's actually a top section and a bottom section. And there's one or two vertical things that hold both sides together. Those I would call tubes that have been riveted together top and bottom. And then there'll be a number of different stones set top and bottom. Over here on the bench you'll see some of these stones. And one of the main focal points of the piece that I'm a fire element here on the left. That's a spinel with orange sapphire set beneath it. And I've also started working in platinum on the caps here. These are just the beginnings of the fabrication. There's a lot of work in these already. The other thing that's a major focal point of this piece is a prayer wheel. Now this piece has been carved in the back with a cylindrical, if you can see that curve right there, there's a cylindrical cutout there. And this prayer wheel, which spins on its axis here, is in gold. It fits right in here like that, so that when the piece is being worn, can you see that there's actually material showing through the crystal there as I turn the piece? So with these, now I'm going to put the caps on here. They fit very tightly. This is probably the most time-consuming part of the piece, is to just get these caps to fit. Okay, so now I have here, I'll hold that steady. These are very parallel. I'm going to be adding stuff both sides here. You can see in the back, there's a very thin amount of metal here so that this fits right in there. It'll have a slight gap, and it'll be held in position by the struts of this globe, which I've made out of platinum, which I'm going to cut in half. Half of it will go on top, half of it will go on bottom to hold this in position and allow it to spin freely when it's being worn. Let's return back to the photo here, the sketch. So you can see there's a bail here. So the whole piece, the prayer wheel, in other words, will be hanging from this, and then the other part will be attached to it via the struts of this, which aren't really drawn in the picture here. That was an idea that came to me after the fact. Anyway, so that's the progress right now on the piece, and I'll be back as it develops.